Hi guys. All right, we're gonna try this again. The first video got deleted, so I'm doing this one, and I think it's gonna be better than the last, and I think it was meant to be. Also, on a side note, I just experienced Randina's magic. It literally is magic, and she did something to me. I didn't know she did it to me, but I just felt physically like this sense of calmness that's unreal. And I noticed it, but I'm like, what is this? I just felt so good that it was like I was on drugs in a good way. And then she said, "Did you feel that?" And I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me." And I said, "Yes." It was her. She did something to me physically across distances, and it was amazing. I don't know what she did, but it's something everybody needs to experience, and I'm not even kidding you. So thank you, Randina, for that. I needed that, and you knew I did. This is all new, like all these spirits at once. It's overwhelming, but it's good, and I'm going to help you guys. And I'm excited. So I'm going to just start with the messages that I was saying earlier in the first video. And then after, I'm going to add on some actually as they come. I didn't write, so I'm going to do these ones that I wrote down first. And then the next ones, I'm just going to kind of get it right here with you and see what happens. So I'm going to start with Sarina Merkel. The first thing, Sarina, that I picked up on you is that you are a light worker. You are meant to help people. And this is what I heard for you. It's like if you're not helping people right now, you need to go ahead and just make changes that are, if something doesn't feel right, where you don't feel like you're doing enough, and you're not happy yourself, you need to make those changes because you are 100% meant to help people in this lifetime. In a big way. I don't know if you already know that or you think of that like that's crazy, but it's not. You're a light worker. Now something that it's your mom, I believe, who's coming, and she speaks to you very sternly and very much like she's the boss and she knows what's best for you, and you're going to listen to her. So that's her personality coming across. I believe it's your mom. Maybe it's your grandmother. Grandmother feels the same, but you'll know who it is. One thing you find yourself saying is that you're like, oh wow, I'm really starting to be like her more often. Like as I get older, I'm really reminding myself of her. And she would be laughing about this because it's true. Something with this woman is she focuses on her neck area. So this is her speaking, and like she had a hard time speaking. Now, if this was not physical, like a medical condition with her passing, then it would be more, I think it was a medical related thing, but it would be, if it's not that, then it's that she simply couldn't get her words out and express herself with you. That was like a relationship. So it's one or the other. It could be both. Sometimes it's both. It could be the medical with the neck and it could also be that she couldn't get her words out. I see that you helped her she is acknowledging that you helped her in a major way, but you don't think you did. You don't think you did enough, and that's crazy. You need to get that out of your head because you did so much, and she thinks it was perfect. She thinks you were perfect. So don't be hard on yourself regarding her passing. I would see you as like cleaning her house, getting her groceries, little things like this that you don't think are that big of a deal, but they had a big impact, and she's thanking you for how you helped her when she wasn't feeling well and stuff like that. So please don't be hard on yourself. It's just not worth it. You need to let go of that today. And I think that's all I wrote for you. She's with you. She loves you. You're everything with your relationship. Don't look back on it and think it should have been different. That's the biggest thing that you should get out of this. Okay. Alison Proul. I don't know. All right. This is what I saw. I still remember it so clearly. This is from your guides and your angels. They showed me that there was this light that they were trying to shine down on you, and they were shining down on you, and then you would step out of it, or you would run from it, like you would always be walking out of it, and that's not their doing. This is your doing. And this is because it's like you cannot accept this love in your life. They're asking you to just accept that you do deserve love, and you do deserve good that comes into your life. Accept it because you deserve it. So don't try to step out of the light. The path that you've recently been shifting, like a very small shift in you, a change in you has occurred recently. Stay with that. Stay on that. That's the right path. So you're getting closer. You really, truly are. But don't be afraid. You're protected. You're safe. You need to know this. The past experiences, it's in the past, and now you are safe and you're protected. There was a younger energy coming for you, and it was a male, like in his 20s. And I feel that this was a big tragedy. Obviously, if he was that young, it was a tragedy, but it feels like a car accident to me. So just know that he's okay and that his soul is okay, because I only work with spirits that are fully crossed over and at peace. So that means, if a spirit comes through, they're okay. They're happy. They're better than us. They are doing so much better than us, believe me. They just want us to be happy. Truly. Spirits just want us to be happy. They are okay. It's us that are not okay because we miss them. And they don't miss us because they're with us constantly. One thing that I have found that I think is amazing is that the wall, it's not even a wall, whatever is between us and that world is seriously so thin. It's so thin. They are right there. They're right in front of you. They're right next to you. They're right behind you. They're all around us constantly. Just because we can't see them doesn't mean they're not close. They're so close to us. So you guys have, when you open up to that concept that this other dimension is like within a fingertip away, then you guys are, it's just like all these things are going to open up, and the signs are going to be so many more signs. They're going to be so much more clear. So, just open up your minds to this whole concept. Next is Martha Aikman. This is a man who came for you. I'm not sure if he's your dad or your husband, to be honest, because all I feel is the love for you and the bond that you guys had, and it's very strong. So you'll know who this is. Although, maybe dad, because he felt a lot older when he passed, unless he looked older, but he looked like he was in his early 70s, okay? And he looked like 72 kept coming up for me, that number 72. I got a CH name or a C name, Charles, Charlie, Chris, and then I got a D name separate, D-O, I believe. Now, if this is not him, it's someone in the family he's acknowledging, or somebody that he's with in heaven. He showed me him. He's funny. He has a funny personality. He showed me himself trying to, he would go around the house and try to fix things all the time and, end up making them worse. He was always messing with stuff. He was always messing with things with his hands. I don't know if he was an engineer or, he just liked to do it. And I feel like he would just be like, what are you doing? One other thing about that, I'm questioning, did he have shaky hands? I don't know if that's something he was trying to show me. It's a little unclear. He is the most happiest outside, in the woods, outdoors. That is his heaven. That's where he spends all of his time, is outdoors. Because there's another part of this, is that when he was here, I feel that he was a little bit limited at the end of his life, where he couldn't get up as well. He couldn't really, get places like he used to, and it would frustrate him. I even saw him with a cane, and he threw it I don't need this, and he was very stubborn about it. So he's basically just showing me he had a hard time doing the things he used to do that he loved, and that includes just being outside. So know that he's doing that now. He loves, he loves that you do not care what people think of you anymore. You have transformed into this amazing woman that he is like, oh man, that's amazing, because you don't give a crap what people think of you at all. And if they like you, they like you. If they don't, who cares? And that's what he's showing me you are like. And I think that's really amazing, and he does too. I also see him with like a bit of a breathing problem, shortness of breath, like all in the heart area also. I think that's it with him. Yeah, that's it for him. But he's a funny guy. He's a great guy. Actually, now I think I'm seeing him with a little bit of like this gray something here, like stubble, like a beard but trimmed. I don't know. Heidi J. Jack Hassett. I don't know how to say your last name. Heidi J. I know we had a reading in the past, but I've been drawn to you for a couple weeks now. Actually, you've been on my mind. So I don't know if you've also been thinking of me recently, or just thinking of your loved ones, actually. Probably more than me. You've probably been thinking of your loved ones, and that's why I'm thinking of you. Okay, so there's something about you, creativity comes up with you major right now, and then a camera. I don't know if you're into photography, but there's something with this camera, and it symbolizes, if it's not literally that you're into photography, it's symbolizing this sense of creativity and expression for you. This is all about you right now. When you're surrounded, I see you in the middle of these people. You're surrounded by certain people, a group of people that you kind of feel like you can't be yourself, and it's frustrating, and you just feel like you almost have to hide your true self, and the actual words freedom of expression came up with you. So know that when you're feeling this way with certain people, you know, they don't serve you anymore, and it's not mean that you don't want to be around them, but if you can't be yourself, you know, then what do? You can't go put yourself in that situation, because either they love you for who you are, but you're not going to hide who you are. I need to take that advice right there, though. So, yeah, it's hard. All right, Jessica Shiver, or Jessica Skeever. This is a baby. This is a baby here coming for Mother's Day. So the only thing I'm unsure about, so if you haven't lost a baby, first, no, let me start with if you have lost a baby. This baby, either way, has not been born yet. So even though the baby may have been, you know, not born yet, and you lost the baby, doesn't mean they don't have a soul. They are still with you always. The one thing that I personally believe is true, and it's okay if someone disagrees, is that when you do lose a baby that has not been born yet, their soul kind of stays with you, right next to you, and they can kind of choose if they want to come into the next baby's life. If you have another baby after that, their soul can go into your new baby's life that is born, or they may just stay with you in spirit. But I do feel that they have the choice to come back in to the new baby. So just know that. I feel I'm giving you this message for a reason. Also, if you have not lost a baby, then I feel there's a baby coming to you. So that's wonderful. So either way, it's a loving message. And blue. There's a lot of blue light around this whole message. So blue makes me think of boy. All right. Let me just see. Francine Shepherd is next. Francine, I got a message for you. All right, someone here is also coming for you who's very much wanting to take care of you. And they, this is a woman, because I know this is a woman because first of all, her perfume has a very floral, flowery smell to it. Like she wore a little bit too much. But she also has just this floral print about her. I don't know if she wore stuff like that. 8s are coming up with her. So this is like 88 came up. This could be, you know, this could be August 8th. This could be August, 8 years, 1988. So you'll know what it means, but 8s are coming up. There's something that you have engraved. I heard the words engraved. So I don't know what this is, but it would be something you know, that I feel that you did, you know, very special to you, that you would have engraved something or you would have been a part of this, you know, and it ties into her. And she's just acknowledging that she's aware of that you did this. She's also, let's see. You know, I wrote down heart for her as well, but it feels more like down lower. It feels a little bit lower, like in the stomach area. So the whole reason for her coming, this message is for you, taking care of you. You need to make sure you take care of your physical body. You're very stubborn. She knows it. She's telling me you are. You won't go to the doctors, and this is not meant to scare you. There's nothing wrong. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that you need to take care of yourself and your physical body. It's very precious, and you know, you need to drink more water, and you need to just make sure you do that. And she's coming to just literally take care of you still. She's still taking care of you from the other side. That's amazing. She does every day. She still takes care of you and tells you what to do. All right, Laura Euler. I saw that you wanted to connect with your dad, and I felt right away that that needs to happen. Is that my last one? Yeah. So this guy, I immediately felt like when he walked into a room, everyone loved him. He was very handsome. He was fun. And you know, he has like these faded jeans on, and there's something about, one thing he wanted to point out was his shirt. So I believe that you have his shirt. Did you keep one of his shirts? And it looks like a t-shirt, a white t-shirt, and I think it has a logo in the middle of some sort, like sports come up with him too. So now with him, I'm focusing on my head. Now, this can mean a couple things, but when I have the dizzy feeling, it's either medical related, so like a brain problem, or it's an altered mind before he passed, so like alcoholism or you know, something like that, or even like heavy pain meds where you just knew he was not himself, and he was not himself when he passed, and that would have bothered you. So he wants you to know that he doesn't have any of that anymore. He's 100% clear in his mind now. That can even go along with anxiety and depression. His head is clear now. He doesn't have that anymore, because that would have been the hardest thing for you. He wants to bring up his sunglasses. There's something about his sunglasses, so I'm just going to leave you with that. And washing windows. I heard it. I heard washing windows. I have no idea what that means. All right, so I know you said 5s come up with him, but also 1s come up with him. 11, 11, 1, 1, 1. So this is November, or just 11, 11. Actually, it's 1, 1, 1 more than 11, 11. So it's 1, 1, 1, or November. One of those, it's a date for something, I believe, or just a sign. And lastly with him, there was something about a note or a letter. It was just you writing down something, and there's or him writing something, but there's a letter between the two of you. It's like this love between the two of you with this writing down of something. So if you don't remember having a letter from him or you sending him a letter, then it's something that you wrote down in memory of him and said for him after he passed. So he's telling you he's aware of that. So that's that. Now, let's see how this goes. I wrote down some names earlier. I'm going to actually right now, it's been a crazy day. I'm going to just unwind, and I'm going to invite in all the spirits of all of you, all of you watching right now. I'm going to invite you to me to give a couple additional quick messages. So I'm going to see who comes forward. So this, I don't know who it's for. I don't have any specific name. I'm just going to give the message, and you're going to figure out who it's for. You're going to know in your heart, because you're going to feel it. You're going to feel the chills. You're going to feel them with you when I say this, so you'll know it's for you. All right. Let me just concentrate for a second. So there's somebody's grandmother here. which we haven't done any grandmothers today. And she's really funny. She's very much like not a typical grandmother. She wouldn't be someone that is like granny-like. She's very like sassy and spunky and very energetic up till she passed, really. You know, she had some limitations with getting around a little bit, but she didn't complain about it. And I feel this is a mom's mom because she's talking about her daughter, who would be your mother. It's not as quick as TV. Let me just see what she's... There's something... So she's wanting to talk about, actually, your kids. So she didn't get to meet your children, and that's hard because she was such a special person in your life. So the fact that she didn't get to meet your children now, so I'm seeing it's your son, it's a boy. You may have now two, but or maybe there's another one on the way. Anyways, this boy, because I'm seeing a ball. There's a like some type of sports ball. It makes me think of a young 7 or 8 year old boy. So it makes me think that she passed shortly before. So I think she passed like 8 or 9 or like 8 to 10 years ago. And she didn't get to meet your kids, and that's been like the hardest thing. You just wanted her to meet your kids. So just know that she sees your kids every day. She sees them playing ball. She sees them playing sports, or him. And I even see this little boy, and he's like kind of little for his age. He's kind of like small, brown hair, and he's wearing this, you know, like he's wearing a uniform, like it's got to be soccer that he's playing. So just know that this is for you. Let's see what else. Now there's a man here, and I almost feel like I've talked to this guy before, but I don't remember. He's got like this big belly, but he still looks nice. He's got his shirt tucked in, and he's got his big brown belt and jeans. And I feel that he had a heart attack, also I think he was balding on the top. So he looks like he was probably like 58. I think he was like 58 to 60. So... Oh, this is weird. He loved to drink his soda. Like, he always had to have, I think it was, oh, now I'm going to mess this up, Pepsi or Coke. I think it was Pepsi. I think it's Pepsi. But of course, if I get, that's like such a difference there, so I can't get that wrong. I think it's Pepsi. He always had to have it, and he loved it. So that's just so random. But you'll know because you'll be like, yep, that's my dad. I think it's somebody's dad. And let me just see. Golf comes up with him. I think at one time he loved to play golf. He looks like he doesn't look like a golfer actually, but he was a golfer. And what's coming up is his friends. Like he had this group of friends that were so close. He was so close with, there's 3 of them. They were like the 3 Musketeers. Now, one of them, your mother has stayed in contact with one of his friends, and he loves that. I don't know if they get together sometimes, or I don't know if they started dating, but either way, I mean, it's a good thing. No, it's a good thing. So I do feel that there was another man after he had passed, and there were like, you know, it felt uncomfortable, but it's not. He loves it. He thinks it's great. All right, I think that's it for now. We figured out who the flower garden was for, and it's amazing. So maybe she'll share a picture, Emily. And that's it. So I'm going to send this, oh wow, 25 minutes. Okay. If anything else comes, I'll let you know, but in a couple weeks, we'll do some more. Thanks, guys. Bye.